Welcome back, everyone, to the Deep Dive. Today, we're going to be looking into Psalm 138
Okay.
from the New Living Translation. We're choosing this because it looks like a lot of you are interested in knowledge that you can gain quickly,
Right.
but that also has some real deep insights. So,
Yeah, this should be a really good one.
yeah. So this psalm is attributed to King David,
Yes.
and it's just a really powerful expression of his praise and trust in God. So our mission here is to kind of unpack some of the themes and maybe see if some of the truths that are in here can resonate with us today.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so like right off the bat, verse 1, David saying, I give you thanks, O Lord, with all my heart. I will sing your praises before the gods.
Wow. Yeah.
So what does it even mean to give thanks with your whole heart?
Well, I think it really signifies, a complete and genuine expression of your gratitude. Like
Yeah.
you're holding nothing back.
Yeah.
You're just completely thankful.
But what about this whole gods thing? Like, who is he even talking to?
Well, in that time period in the ancient Near East, there were a lot of different beliefs about, spiritual powers and things like that.
Right.
So I think when he says that he's praising before the gods, he's emphasizing the supreme authority of the Lord. The one he's actually talking to. It's almost like he's declaring his allegiance,
That's interesting.
to the ultimate God.
Okay, so then in verse 2, David's bowing down towards the holy temple and praising God's unfailing love and faithfulness.
Right.
And he's saying that God's promises are backed by all the honor of your name.
Right.
So what do you think this whole name thing signifies about how reliable those promises are?
I mean, in ancient cultures, a person's name was hugely important. It was like connected to their character and reputation.
Oh, yeah.
So when David says God's promises are backed by the honor of his name, it's like he's saying you can absolutely trust these promises.
Right.
Like God's very being guarantees that he's going to fulfill everything he said.
That's a powerful statement.
It really is.
Yeah. Okay, so now we're in verse 3, and it's pretty direct. As soon as I pray, you answer me, you encourage me by giving me strength. So how do you think this immediate response changes how we think about prayer as a way to get support?
I think it shows us that, like, when we reach out in prayer, we can really feel heard and strengthened.
Yeah.
And even though the way God answers us and the timing might be different every time,
Right.
just knowing that he's there and that we can connect with him brings us encouragement and helps us to be strong.
Yeah, absolutely. So then the psalm kind of zooms out a little in verses 4 and 5.
Okay.
It says, every king in all the earth will thank you, for all of them will hear your words.
Wow.
And they're going to be singing about the Lord's ways because his glory is very great.
Okay.
So what does this mean for how these truths could impact the world
Yeah.
and how widely they could be recognized?
Well, I think it suggests that eventually everyone will acknowledge the truth and the power of what the psalmist believes in.
Yeah.
Even the most powerful people in the world.
Yeah.
It's like a picture of the whole world recognizing a truth that's bigger than all of us.
That's a powerful image.
It is.
So that verse 6 presents this interesting contrast. Though the Lord is great, he cares for the humble, but he keeps his distance from the proud. What do you think the takeaways are from this dynamic, like especially when it comes to learning and growing?
I think it's saying that being humble helps us connect with God and understand his truth.
Okay.
But when we're proud and think we know it all,
Yeah.
it creates a distance between us and him.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So like if we're willing to learn and admit we don't know everything, then we
Right.
can really grow and become wiser.
Yeah.
And maybe even feel closer to God.
Yeah. Okay, and verse 7 says, though I am surrounded by troubles, you will protect me. Your right hand saves me. So it's straight up about finding strength in tough times, right?
Absolutely. It's about trusting that God will protect and rescue you.
Yeah.
Even when things are really hard.
Yeah.
And the right hand part, that symbolizes God's power and action.
Oh,
He's actively working to help us.
wow. So then it all wraps up with, the Lord will work at his plans for my life, for your faithful love. O Lord endures forever. Don't abandon me, for you made me.
That's a beautiful ending.
It is. It really ties everything together.
It says, it talks about our individual purpose and God's love that never ends.
Right.
And it all goes back to the fact that he created us in the first place.
Right. So we've covered a lot of ground here.
We have.
We talked about genuine devotion and how it's like true praise.
Right.
We talked about how God's promises are totally reliable because they're tied to his very character. We talked about how prayer can give us strength and the idea that everyone might one day recognize these truths.
Yeah.
We talked about how important humility is and how God protects us in tough times.
And how much he loves us.
Yes, and that his love is unending and connected to the fact that he created us.
It's a really powerful message.
It is. So we'll leave you with this to think about. Cool. That last phrase, "Don't abandon me, for you made me," makes you wonder, right? Like, regardless of what you believe, how does the idea that you were created on purpose affect how much you feel like you matter and how much you feel like you belong in the world? Yeah. That's worth thinking about more on your own.
It really is.
So that's all the time we have for today, but we'll see you next time for another deep dive.
Looking forward to it.
All right, take care, everyone.
Bye.